What up, world? Strix. Been walking around like 20 minutes trying to figure out what even to talk about today. But I just like checked the channel right before. I was really struggling to make this one just because it was the first day I didn't really have anything like fully written out. Like the last videos, I think I had like a plan for them. And then because I had no plan, I had this idea behind this one, maybe talk about like preparation, which I'll probably still touch on because I had some cool ideas with it. But then I was just, man, the lighting's been whack. It got dark by the time I really got to this take, which I don't know, hopefully is the one. But I don't know. I was just scrolling on the channel, and I was just on my YouTube, and I saw a new Central C video I dropped called Limitless, and it was like this freestyle. So I threw that on, and it was really weird because like it instantly like took me out of like this overthinking headspace that I've been in the last like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to make these videos and like what to think about and what's overthinking and what's making them good and all that. But then I was just like, it instantly took me out of that and put me in this headspace of like just like a different place. And some I think about a lot actually, which is like there's a lot of ways, and I'll write them down too, and like there's a lot of different ways you can just change your whole energy, change your whole environment, or changing your environment is part of it, but like there's just a lot of different ways to be like get you out of whatever mental state you're in and teleport you into another one. And for me, I just wanted to talk about some of my favorites. Number one is music, but like more importantly, like my favorite or like the best versions of like music or music videos or like music as art. Music videos, I love music videos because like they'll show you more of the world, and you can like pair the feeling of the song obviously with like, you know, the world they want to build it around. And it's funny, I think I did that subconsciously within my own shit, but I didn't realize it. Let me see if I set this camera up right here. I've been trying to find a place. I didn't figure that out till like this year, that music, I got this from Kenny actually. Music is all, to me at this point, it's about taking the energy of like the melody and whether it's in the beat as a whole, and then if you can match that with what you're talking about and the way you're saying it, and just put that all together and like make it work towards the same feeling. For me, that was a huge unlock of like my creative process in music in general. And it's weird because then once you have that foundation, you can kind of start to just stack on top of it. And for me, it was like another version of that is like a music video or just like visuals in general. But anyway, my favorite versions of those will just, when I watch them, they'll just take me out of whatever energy I was in, and they'll instantly transition me into the feeling of whatever they were trying to, you know, accomplish. I'm gonna keep moving because I don't like this spot. But anyway, that's just like one. I mean, that's an easy one that I'm sure everyone on here probably already knows and rocks with, but it was like a good one to kind of get into the, I don't know, more deeper idea of, there's so many like micro versions of that, I think, in our just like regular lives. And like the more I start to like, the more I'll just be like trying to do something, and like the more I want it to work, a lot of times like I just gotta step away. And I'm really bad at that, to be real. Like I'm the type of person where I'm like, I'm just gonna will this thing to exist now, and like when it doesn't, I just get more frustrated, but I double down on like, nah, I'm gonna make it work now, and I try again, and I'm like again. And a lot of times the more I get lost in that and the more I try, it's like, bro, sometimes you just gotta step away and then come back. But what I've realized is you don't actually always have to just step away and you don't step away and do nothing. That's the secret. At least if you're like me. If you're like fast paced and you kind of like go, and it's like, bro, I don't want to step away. No, I want to work on this thing now. And you got that drive, but then it's like, when you step away, if you can have something to go to, for me, it's what good example is these videos, music videos, but it can be anything, yo. Like I wrote some down in my notes. I should pull them up, honestly. But over the years, I'll just like, I actually got it from Rick Rubin. He has this, if you don't know who Rick Rubin is, he's like this, I don't even know how to describe him. He's a dude in music who's like a vibe curator. And like, I think he's just really good at paying attention to, you know, putting himself in in situations and just recognizing what could elevate the reality they want to create. So he'll go in like studio sessions. He's worked with a bunch of musicians. I'm sure a lot of people know who he is. But anyway, he has this exercise where artists will pull up to his studio to record and work. Damn, this camera is so heavy, man. Everyone was like, on that first video, I was like this the whole time. And like the #1 comment I got was like, bro, we don't want to look up at you. And now I'm walking around like an idiot, like holding this shit. Sorry, what was I on about? Rick Rubin, yeah. Yeah, people will pull up to his studio and they have this exercise where they'll just focus on like putting on socks. I'm probably messing this example up, but the exercise is focusing on like, I think it's just at the start of the day, putting on socks and like putting on shoes. And it's such a random thing to think about, but it was like, I honestly, to be real, I don't know what the takeaway of it was. For me, I like it now, because when I go put on my socks every day, I think about it and it's like, this is the moment that kind of like starts your day. And it's like an example of some just energy, and like a very small version of it. And to tie it back to music videos, it's like, I had written down in my notes, I started this thing of like, if I get in these states of like overthinking or just like, I don't even know, if I just want to press a reset and like basically random generator, give me a new vibe, I start writing these things down. And one of mine was like, just go buy or like go put on a fresh pair of socks. Like go get a fresh pair of socks and like, because I recognized one day, I was like, I always loved the feeling of like putting on fresh socks. And anyway, so for me, that's actually the first one I ever realized, and I wrote it down, and then I'd keep stacking them, and then they kind of turned into a lot more than that. Like, let me see if I can post up on one of these. I don't want to keep walking with this thing. Let's see if this works. I'm just in front of somebody's house. I'm just like in this random area. Hold up. Oh no, I'm still gonna have to like. Does this work? No, this doesn't work. We'll keep moving. We'll keep moving. We'll find somewhere. What was I saying? Oh yeah, socks. Yeah, anyway, it made me write that one down, and then I'd find like videos that I really liked, and I finally got like a little more organized with those too. So I'd save like YouTube videos, or just like whatever, not music videos, but like kind of videos like this, or just anything that there's one, I think it's Mike Posner. And it's Mike Posner talking to Jay Shetty. And I'll watch it like probably once a year, just because like I know if I watch that video, I know the way I'm gonna feel after. And it's really cool because I get to just keep going through different phases of my life. And I know I'll hear it differently. That's the other thing. You'll experience these things in these I call them cheat codes. It's like, for me, bro, putting on a fresh pair of socks is just a cheat code. Throwing on a fire music video is just a cheat code. Like, I literally been walking around for like 20 minutes in the rain, like trying to figure out how to do this, overthinking it. And I watched that Central C video. It's called like Limitless, I think. That shit was just hard, and like it made me remember all the shit I'm gonna do this year, and like all the videos I'm sitting on, and like all the raps I'm sitting on, and just like, I don't know, it just put me in that headspace. And then like that kind of is translating into this now, where before I was just walking around just like, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. So anyway, I was on a tangent there for a second. Hold up, I had a thought with that, with the socks. Oh yeah, it was just mad wild, because like when I first watched the Rick Rubin one, it was like it was just funny because one of mine was about a fresh pair of socks too, before I'd even seen that. There was something else with that though. That's the really tricky part with these, is like I'll get on a tangent, and then my version of overthinking with these is like, I'll just be like, oh no, I'm gonna blow like a good video because I've been like talking for 10 minutes and I'm gonna have to restart. And what I've also realized is like, you know how cool it is that I could just like turn this off and you'd never see this shit. That's kind of the only thing getting me through making these, man. And that's like another, I guess, cool point to talk about. Like, bro, nobody's watching, nobody cares, man. Even with this, I know people will watch this, but like, compared to where I'm going, ain't nobody seeing this shit, bro. And if I don't want anybody to see this shit, ain't nobody gonna see this shit. And yeah, you can kind of create a totally different tangent, different video. But yeah, if you can get back to that place of creation for yourself, if you are a creator, I think that would be really fire for you. Like, just get back to that place of like, if you can get to that energy, man, that's what I'm trying to get on this year, to be real. That's the point of these videos, is like, it's a practice, it's reps, and like, that shit is not easy. But if you can just get to that, if you can get to that place of recognizing that you just get to make this thing for you, and that's that. It's a really powerful place. Anyway, back to the actual point of this video. Man, I gotta find a spot to put this camera up. The actual point of this video. Oh yeah, preparation. I'm super unprepared. This video would be a lot better if I like had thought through everything I was gonna talk about. I could probably remember like, oh, this is the beginning of the idea, and this is the middle, and this is the end, rather than just like rambling like an idiot into a camera walking. But sometimes it's I think it's about preparation, stacking, and like showing up. Like for me with this, it's like, I didn't want to do this today. It was cold out. It is cold out. It's raining. Just didn't want to do it. And I wasn't going to do it unless the camera was sitting right there and the battery was charged and I had the SD card in it, and I've shot hundreds of these before. And like, I know when I go home, I just like, take the hard drive out and plug it into the computer, and I just upload. And it's like, to me, it's like the preparation of the reps that I've done of videos or just like songs, and like sitting on my computer and bouncing a song or whatever. All that stacks to my ability to like be prepared for even when I'm not prepared. Like, I'm super unprepared for this video. It's probably the most tangents I've ever had in like one of these, or like even in like interviews or docs I've done. Like, yeah, I'm just having a tangent kind of day, and like like I said, I didn't want to do it. I'm really struggling today about like just compartmentalizing certain things, and like, I don't know, at the same time as like my preparedness and like the practice I've had of years and years of just showing up. And I don't know why I was doing it. I didn't know why when I first found that VHS camera, when I was filming a bunch of videos, I didn't know why I was doing it. The only thing I knew is I was like, we're going to Colorado and I want to film it and I want to experience it. And it was just fun. So we went and did it. But like, little did I know the practice of like having a camera, and like I said, like the batteries is such a bitch, yo. Anybody who films, man, it'll be the batteries or just like the gear, or just like whatever you want to use something, bro. That's a big one. Having shit just ready to go that's such an unlock for me in life. In music, it was like, oh man, the first time I realized I could just have my studio at the crib just set up, and that I could just like sit down and it would be ready for me wherever you are. Oh man, that shit. Sorry, the camera got all wet. That shit is such an unlock. And it really, bro, it doesn't even matter like where you're at in your journey. Like, whatever you want to be making. Like, when I first started, it was like, I forget the name of the mic. I think it was like call it a SM7B. It wasn't, but it was like, that's an even nicer mic than what I had. It was a cheaper mic, and like, I had it just plugged into a Scarlett interface, and I had my laptop, and I was sitting in my bed, and like, this is in like middle school, high school. And like, this is the start of high school. And I would just sit there and I record, but it was never set up, yo. I always had to turn it on, and then the computer would need an update, and then like, the plug-in file wouldn't work, and I'd have to like look into like how to fix this thing while trying to make a song. It's like, bro, you are not making a song while you're also trying to learn how to use a computer, bro. And like learn how to like move files around. And anyway, for me, I think once I got through those reps, that really helped me create more freely within my studio and my music space. But I think all of that stuff stacks your whole life. I think having the ability to just recognize like what the preparedness is and like what it means for you will lead to a lot more creativity. Whether it's just having the mic set up, or whether it's just putting on some damn socks in the morning to start your day.